That's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Room to run right away. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
That one is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready? 60 back. Set. Come 19. Trap 60. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point is good. And the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Hey, check that.
27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. We are through 1. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. 19, right here.
He'll drop to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
They'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to... The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is intercepted. He gets free. inside the 30. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenating.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll try to run for it. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have a Browns first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing now from the gun. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Browns are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Steelers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll look to throw again. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. gonna air this one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on 4th down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Throwing right, it's taken in. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back to the air one more time. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5. Bring up 2nd and goal. Smash! Smash!
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Line of scrimmage to the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Let's go! Check smash! Check smash! Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Back to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
The extra point is good. And the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Offense staying out there for this 4th down. Oh, he just does beat the... That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Let's go now! Cowboy 80! 19, Tiger! 19, Tiger!
He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
I'll give on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a run going left. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go street.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6. but in this case, you come away with 0.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quick throw, taken in. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. A return now from the 4. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive. Boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay. So that'll cost them half the distance. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 97 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Okay, break.
They'll look to throw here on first down. I needed to get rid of it, but did not. And he'll finally be taken down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Browns are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll throw out of the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Got a man left side. It's caught. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. Pick up of 46 yards. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Steelers has it. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with him again. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go. Ball game.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush. And it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The failure on 4th down leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll try the right side this time. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll get whistles. Timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. it to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back. You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process.